Hey my demigods, it's going on? It's Bellona, 13th Olympian, and today for you guys, I'll be doing my Bellona build guide here for Season 4, so hopefully you all do enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. So we're going to be doing this one a little bit differently, guys. We're not going to be going through all the whole playstyle things. This will basically just be strictly build, because for the most part, as I go through the build guide, I'll also be explaining some of the things you'll be doing against Bellona. And so this will also mainly be for the solo lane. I honestly haven't played jungle too much as any god, let alone Bellona. So this will be strictly a solo lane build, but I guess I can throw in a few items for you guys that you guys can try out to see for the jungle. So other than that, hope you all do enjoy, and let's get started. Alright, so for the early game starter items, you're gonna want to go ahead and build either Bluestone or Death Toll. Usually I go Death Toll because I usually build Bellona to be pretty auto attack based because she is an auto attack god. Or you can go ahead and go Bluestone Pendant. Personally, with the whole buff, the Death Toll, and the 8 health and 3 mana is really nice. But if you do like the passive and the MP5 that you get from Bluestone Pendant, you can go ahead and go Bluestone. But for the most part, I would suggest going Death Toll. And then next, of course, you're going to want to go ahead and build Boots, which are somewhere here. There we go, Tier 1. And then usually I go ahead and also go for a few potions. I usually go 4 potions. Oh, can I not increase the quantity? Hello? I usually go 4 health and 4 mana. You can also go ahead and you can also drop the mana pots and instead go multi pots, because you will be going for the mana buff. So having mana pots is a little bit redundant, especially since you're gonna have that regeneration. So having multi pot will give you a little bit of mana and a little bit of health. Next, it depends on who you're going against and how your opponent is playing. Usually for me, if I can get ahead in the lane before my opponent, I would go ahead and go for some attack speed. This is of course after you finish off Boots. So let's say you already have Boots finished off, Warrior Tabby of course. Although you can go Ninja Tabby if you want a little bit of attack speed, but you do lose some power. But I do believe you get mana with this now, right? Yes, you get mana. So you get a lot. I thought it was just 10% attack speed, but I guess it's 20%. So you do get some attack speed with this, but you'll be losing out on some power. So usually I go for Warrior Tabby. And then it depends on how your opponent is playing and if you are ahead or not. If you're behind and if you're going against a physical opponent, I would suggest going for breastplates. That's pretty staple. You get MP5, mana, and the cooldowns is really nice as well. Or if you're going against a mage, I would either suggest going for Pestilence or Bulwark of Hope. Either way, you're going to be going for one of these later on, and I'll explain more about what you should get later on between Bulwark or Pestilence. And so if you're ahead, however, I would be going for either Nickavol, or if you're going against a mage, then definitely Silver Branching Bow. With this whole Season 4, you do get a lot of options. Because Nickavol, it gives you really decent attack speed and power, but Silver Branch will give you an advantage because it'll decrease your opponent's magical power. So it just depends who you're going against. I wouldn't go Silver Branch against a physical. I mean, their entire team could be mage, but if you want to get ahead in your lane, go Nickavol. And then next, you could go for an Jotun's Wrath. Where is it? Yeah, okay, so this would be where you go for either Jotun's Wrath or Brawler's Beatstick. Now, healing in this game, like, since Season 4 hit, has been really big, and so going Brawler's Beatstick would be really nice because enemies hit by your abilities are get reduced healing and regeneration. So, anti-heal has become a big part of the game, and so if you're going against a healer, or if anyone on their team really heals, go for Brawler's Beatstick and go for Pestilence instead of like Bulwark of Hope and Jotun's Wrath. Mainly because the anti-heal will be huge later on in the game, and once the rest of your team builds anti-heal, I mean, maybe you can drop one of these items, but really Brawler's Beatstick, it gives you really good pen and physical power, and the passive is nice, and Pestilence, it gives you a lot of protections, and that passive that will reduce their healing is also nice as well, because like I said earlier, healing has become a big part of the game. Or you can go for what is it? Witchblade. I believe that has anti-heal too. Any separate basic attacks are cursed, receiving 15% reduced healing Alright, so this is an item that I think a lot of people... Oh, no, not Ancient Blade. Witchblade is an item a lot of people, I think, tend to miss out on or forget. Usually when people think Witchblade, they think, oh, they just get reduced attack speed. But it also gives them reduced healing. It's not as... I mean, it really just depends. If you're going more auto-attack based, I would suggest a Witchblade. Just as long as you also have a Pestilence, because the power and penetration you get from Beast Stick will definitely outweigh Witchblade. I mean, you just get health, movement speed, and attack speed. I mean, the passive is nice, but I mean, with Brawler's Beast Stick, it's with your abilities, and with this, it's with your autos. And with Beast Stick, I mean, you're definitely gonna at least hit one person with your bludgeon with Bellona's too. So, I mean, it really just depends on your playstyle and who you're going against. If you're going against someone that is like building tanky and more protections, go for Witchblade, because with your auto attacks you'll be able to get him, like, just overall beat him down more, especially if you get a Concise, but I'll explain more of that later on. So yeah, these are your 3 anti-heal options when it comes to, I believe, just any physical, because I don't think any other item, unless you're of course talking about relics, but I think for the most part those are all the anti-heal items you're gonna get. So next we have a little bit more protections. If you don't get Jotun's Wrath, but you do get Breastplate of Valor, you only have 20% CDR. So what you can do is Mantle of Discord or Spirit Robe. They both offer 10% now, or yeah, both. I saw 20% CCR, but yeah, they both offer 10% cooldown reduction. So you'll still be under it by about 10%, because I think 40 is the cap. So Mantle of Discord is really nice, because it gives you a lot of protections, and that passive can sometimes come in clutch. However, it is pretty expensive compared to Spirit Robe, 400 gold. So if you're behind, getting Spirit Robe would definitely have to be like your option. Going for Mantle of Discord shouldn't really be a thing if you're behind in the game, because you're gonna need that gold for other things, maybe like wards, maybe damage pots, or items in general. So Spirit Robe or Mantle of Discord, it just really depends on if you're ahead or behind. And so let's see. Oh, okay, so if you're going against someone else that has a lot of health as well, of course getting Concise, where is it? Concise is really nice. So mainly for me, my build, for the most part, I usually go Warrior Tabby, Ichabod, Beat Stick, Breastplates, usually Pestilence, mainly because the other team usually has healing of some sort, whether it be Chang'e, Aphrodite, Hercules, anyone else pretty much, and then of course Spirit Robe. If they're getting really annoying with like health wise, I would ditch Ichabod and go for Concise. You can also drop Ichabod and go for Executioner if you want, but for the most part you should be overall pretty decently tanky, and do a decent amount of damage with your autos, because this is an auto attack build. And so in relics, if you're going solo lane, of course Teleport Glyph, it would be really nice. And then after that, it really just depends on who you are going against. Sometimes I like to just troll them and get Sundering Spear, just because that does a lot of damage. Or I'd go Purification Beads if they have got a lot of CC on their team. And really, Bellona's only CC immune in her ult, so Beads usually is a thing people would go for. Sundering Spear, or even Shell if your support doesn't have it, or if your support had something else that they got instead. And this is basically my Bellona build. Hopefully you all do enjoy. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Peace.